$100 an hour upfront for any cost associated with doing the tax credit application and making an application to Federal Home Loan Bank, helping us do that, or any other sources we might identify. And that would be $100 an hour with a cap of $6,500 for phase one. Phase two would be at that point when the credits are awarded, which we're pretty much guaranteed with 4% credits, we will get an award. Then they proposed two different ways to deal with that. Either their initial proposal was they would take 80% of the development fee, and the development fee should be in the neighborhood of about $1 million, so they're talking about $800,000 fee, or continue to work with them on an hourly basis with a cap, which I think is what I would suggest. And I think we could cap it at $150,000, say, and still be and add enough hours to accomplish what we need to accomplish. Anyway, so that's still kind of going back and forth on that, and I could get your input on how you'd like to see that done. There's a third thing that enters into this too. There's a potential for some home funds at the state that we could bring into the project and would allow us to do additional rehab. But the hitch is we're obligated for home fund reporting and requirements for 20 years. Plus, the home funds would have to come through a CHODO, which BSI is a CHODO, which means that they would then we would have to subordinate our ownership to BSI for the next 20 years, which I wouldn't recommend that, I guess. We have
and I agree, I'd be reluctant to do that.
Yeah, so anyway, so there's some business issues that we need to work out with BSI. I'm confident we can come to terms where we're both happy with it and get moving. We'd like to get going. The first application date looming here is on March 1st, or the end of March. There's a preliminary application due with the Federal Home Loan Bank, so we'd like their help on that. The actual application's not due till June, but it's not too soon to start working on it.
Real quick, when we're in the midst of this and we've got those units empty, are we gonna get dinged on vacancies?
Thank you, sir.
Are we in what?
Get dinged on vacancies?
No.
Because it's part of it, because
Yeah,
that's.
yeah, we're forgiven, and we'll still collect subsidy on them. I should go back, and maybe Steve can jump in. It's about a 2-year, minimum, about a 2-year project to get this done. But once we're done, and we've got we've got architect coming on board soon to help us kind of prioritize the building's needs, but all those things that major building systems we want to address so that they're good for 20 years. And then we'll start, things are on the lower priority, we'll go down the list of whatever we can afford to do. We need, those major building systems, health and safety issues we'll deal with, and then we'll deal with energy efficiency kinds of items, and then get down to more cosmetic things.
Do we have a motion to approve moving forward on these two projects with a RAD application?
So moved.
Okay, is there a second? Second. Any other discussion, questions on it?
Let's get going.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right.
Opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Let's go on to the year-end write-offs.
And I, in the first week of January, I think, sent an email. Last week of December, we sent an email. And I don't know if that's in your packet, the write-offs.
I think they are.
I was under the impression that
That's part of it, yeah.
we could wait till January to do that, and it needed to be done, so. And we got a quorum via email, so we just